President of the Judo Federation of Nigeria, Dr. Musa Oshodi, and the Gymnastics Federation of Nigeria, Kelvin Erhunmwunse, have urged President Bola Tinubu to intervene over alleged electoral interference by the Director General of National Sport Commission, Bukola Olopade. The two federations had accused Olopade of meddling in their internal affairs, claiming that a recent intervention by the NSC in federation's election undermine autonomy and could harm Nigeria's global sports reputation. Their complaint follows NSC's annulment of elections in the judo, gymnastics, and shooting federations, ordering fresh polls for October 18th. Earlier, the NSC had also postponed the boxing federation's election, and they demanded Congress review to address constitutional and ineligibility issues in that very regard. So it's been complained there is never a time in this country, Kingsley, where election will be conducted and everybody will feel satisfied. There will always be this battle for, people accusing one another in what they would term as electoral fraud, sham, shenanigan, all whatnot. At a time where we are expecting the National Sport Commission to, of course, set the pace, they are now being accused of trying to, shortchange the process. How will this, how does this tell to the outside world when we are expecting the NSC to be a neutral body? But now they are being engulfed and roped around the accusation of trying to meddle into the internal affairs of different federations. Is this a good image for the NSC?
It's not a good one at all, Mike. It's not really a good one. I think, just like you mentioned, the National Sport Commission should be a neutral body, mediating, into the affairs of some of these, federation fairly, not taking side, at this point in time. If what the president of the Judo and Gymnastics Federation are saying, if what they're saying is true, I think it's not a good one. Olopade, of course, I think he knows enough to know what to do, at this point in time, not taking side, because you understand what's, how sport has been. What we need now is people who are credible, people who can as well do the job, not based on appointment or maybe because, okay, you know this person, that's why, of course, you'll be given the position. No, this is election. It should be fair and fair. It's not an appointment. It's not a position that you appoint somebody. You say, because I know this person, yes, let me allow this person win, or let this person take over. That's not how it's supposed to be done. You're supposed to let the minds of the people, to take center stage, not mediating and trying to, twist things. That's not what we need, of course, in sports down here in Nigeria. Sport in Nigeria, of course, has experienced setback because of some of these things. The government interfering in elections like this, I think, for me, is not good. That is what has also brought or made the Basketball Federation to be where it is today. Power Tozu, Iguchi Mark and Musa Kida fighting for so many years and all of that. And this is where the federation, of course, is. Basketball is not that vibrant, of course, in the country. So for me, I think at this point in time, it's not good. I just hope that Shehu Diko will look into this himself and see how to put things right. You talk about the Judo Federation, Gymnastics Federation. These are even federations that are not even doing that much, especially when it comes to global competition. So we need people there that can possibly, of course, elevate or revive that federation so that we can possibly have those that will represent. You talk about gymnastics. Which of the gymnasts can we point our fingers and say, okay, say this person is a good gymnastic in the country? I don't think we have. The last time we had a gymnast at the Olympics, I think that was in 2020 Olympics. Or had a gymnast, it wasn't even in Nigeria, And at the end of the day, the young man tried his best. But since then, I don't think we've gotten the gymnast, as it stands. So for me, I don't think it's a good one. Shehu Diko should just see how to make sure that, these things goes well and we have the right people in place. Because if you continue like this, I think it will continue to bring setback, to our sports.
Still talking about setback in sports, if the National Sport Commission should not live above boards to, of course, see into the affairs of a free, fair, credible election in other different sporting federations. Now, these persons, the actors, both in the Judo and the Gymnastics Federation, are accusing the NSC boss, calling on Mr. President, who is a political head, to come and meddle or settle the affairs of sports. Don't you think that it might land us in trouble? Because we've seen a situation whereby political actors try to meddle into sport. They suffer major ban from international community.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I think some of our federations have actually suffered, a setback or being banned due to things like this. I think you could mention the Rugby Federation. There was an issue, with the Rugby Federation down here in Nigeria, and I think they were banned, for some years. And for me, it's not a good one, for Nigerian sport, like I mentioned, when, of course, things cannot be properly done, so that we can look forward to see how, the sport, can grow. These are things that we don't want to see at this point, especially at this stage where our sports, of course, is not really yielding fruits. So taking this matter to the president, I think it's not supposed to be. I don't even think the president might even pay much attention to it, because he has actually appointed people that will look into these affairs, which is Shehu and Bukola Olopade, at this point in time. And these are the people now that are now trying to twist things. So it becomes more difficult at this point. So I don't know how it's going to look like. We just hope that, things will be done peacefully. Shehu and Olopade, they should, of course, be able to put up high level of transparency, and no matter who is at stake, no matter who is their friend, brother, or whoever, we need credible people. We need people that, that people think that, oh, this person can do the job very well. Not carrying people, oh, because this person is your friend or is your brother, you now decide to appoint the person or say, okay, he should win the election, all right, so that it will favor you at the end of the day. But at the end, it's detrimental to the progress of the federation. So for me, I think whatever is going on, for Shehu and his colleague not to be in trouble or not to dent the image of Nigerian sports, I think they should just do the right thing.
Do the right thing, that is the key word, although it is an allegation, not yet proven, but then when accusing fingers begin to point to direction of somebody that's supposed, or person that's supposed to be a neutral body, then it doesn't really speak good. Like I said, it is an allegation. It has not been proven. But we see how all of this will go. What we want is peace, so that our sport can move forward.